welcome to another Guide 2 with me, MrSealyp. So here we are again for another multiple mod Guide 2. A few mods came out this week, not that many, a couple of updates to current mods and a couple of new mods out. According to the picture there should be something else here, but that's missing, and I will talk about that in a moment. So starting us off, I'm going to look at the updates from ARM team. We've got the Krone Big Pack 2080 baler, which I did a review on a while back, and I really like this baler because it's cheap to buy. It's a great mod, nice details. I'm not going to be showing the baler in action or opening, closing, beacons, all that kind of thing. That was done when I did the mod review or Guide 2 on this particular baler. However, there has been an update, and according to the update details, there has been an update to the pickup physics. So I'm assuming the pickup, which is here. So the way it picks up, and I would imagine the width. Often you find some of the bigger balers, the actual pickup width doesn't seem to be as wide as the actual pickup. So I don't know if that's been adjusted or changed. I'm not entirely sure, but the pickup physics have been altered. And it also says wheels configuration. I was baffled as to what that meant exactly. So looking into the menu, as I often do, if we go to baling technology and we come along to the Krone Big Pack 2080, 12,000. You still can't odds that. Anyway, you can have it standard wheels. You can have coloured front, coloured back, which is interesting. And that's coloured front. That's coloured back. I am slightly baffled as to why, other than to make your baler a little bit different to the Joneses. I'm really baffled as to, when it's a wheel configuration, I thought you could have like a single axle, triple axle, you'd have, I don't know, different wheel size. It's odd. Anyway, there you go, that's the update. You can have either just standard, where they're both a silvery grey. You can have it with front coloured or rear coloured, but they have updated and changed the pickup physics. That's the update. There have been a couple of other updates for various different vehicles and trailers, but I'm not going to do all of them. So moving on to the first of the actual mods. This is a West trailer from Harry West. This is a 12-ton grain trailer. A few of the Harry West, there we go, Harry West, grain trailers came out a little while ago, and they were the 10-ton ones. So this is a 12-ton grain trailer. I think I might have mentioned this before. I'm trying to think. I've done so many Guide 2s. Whether I actually did the review on the Harry West ones in the end. They have a monocoque design, which means kind of all in one fabricated piece, I believe is what monocoque means. I could be wrong on that. And Harry West is, or their works, Harry West Works, is in the north of Shropshire in England, situated in a very picturesque woodland as far as I'm aware, and have been making trailers since 1966. Yes, the year that England won the World Cup. The only time that England won the World Cup, but there you go. So this is the 12-ton grain trailer. We'll look into the menu again, go to tippers, and we'll go along. There we go. 12-ton grain trailer, 16,000 to buy, has a capacity of 15,310 litres. It's all well and good saying it's a 12-ton grain trailer. What does that actually equate to in litres? 15,310. What I will do is I'm going to jump into the Lamborghini. I don't use the Lamborghini very often, so I thought I'd use it for this quick Guide 2 mod review. I'll get through all of these, don't worry, by the end. So we'll hook it up. It's a grain trailer. It takes all those different grain types. We can close the cover and open the cover. Only downside, I know on some of the PC mods you get the actual cover when it's rolled up like that. You get that kind of animated roll. This is just open, closed. But It's nice. I like the detail. You've got like wrinkles in the cover. Very, very nice. Unloading. 2 hydraulic rams there, lifting the whole thing up. I would imagine 12 tons is a fair amount of weight to be lifting. Cross member across the middle of the actual trailer itself to support the cover and obviously keep the rigidity in the actual trailer. Halfway across, you don't want the sides buckling or bowing out, so that will give you a bit of support there. And then obviously there's the grain door at the back, so you can have it a tip normal or grain door. This is not a side tip trailer, it's a rear tip trailer only. It has got lights, has got indicators. I think on most of my guide tos, mod reviews, we kind of show it, but just so if you want to see it, there you go. One indicator, other indicator, or blinkers, or whatever you call them from whereabouts you are in the world. Indicators, blinkers, turn signals, whatever you want to call it. So that, in essence, is the Harry West 12-ton crane trailer. Does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a nice mod, I have to say. I really do like the detailing on this. This one comes from, I didn't mention this, did I? This is ARM team as well. ARM team have been busy. I have to say that. This week they've been busy. So this is another one from ARM team. And it is really nicely detailed. Again, that kind of my taste test. Get up close, look at the decals. Do they blur? Not at all. That's really, really good detail. Very, very nice indeed. Like this. I might need one of these on my golden days of farming, actually. I'm just thinking. I'm in the market for another trailer, or maybe a large one. I don't know. But anyway, very, very nice mod. Nice details. Great one from ARM team. Okay, next mod I'm going to move on to is this. The Krone Swadro TC930. This is a windrower, rake. There's various different things you can call it. There are different types of windrowers, and this has got a more rake configuration. As you can see, the little splines here, more like mini rakes as it spins round. This is a nice mod. Again, great details, and this is from ARM team. See what I mean? They've been very, very busy this week. I'm going to have a quick look around it before I turn it on and show you, but it's very, very nice. 9.3 metre width. I even like the fact that, you know, the kind of warning hazard strip panels kind of look a bit weathered and worn. Bolts and everything's on here. Again, you get close up and there's no blurring, the detail's crisp, it's clean, decals are good. Very, very nice mod. Again, I like this. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to hook it up because it's got really, really nice smooth animations, and also some nice sounds as well from the rakes, so you will get me being very quiet for a moment. I'm not sure how I managed to get that round to that angle, but I'll hook that up. It's not a pretty sight, but it will get the job done. I'll take it, actually I'm trying to think, I'll take it over here, that way you'll be able to see it. I'm not actually going to rake anything up, but what I will do is open it up. Really, really nice details. Drop it down and turn it on. You can just hear behind the engine noise the sound of those rakes. But it's very, very detailed. The animations are very, very crisp and clean. You can see it. It's not blurry. It's not at all kind of, you know, sometimes you get they're a little bit dodgy and it's kind of been done, but that kind of could have been done better kind of thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, like I say, this is a 9.3 metre one. The only downside to this one, and I would say I would probably use this if I wanted to do something different on a map. If I was doing a Let's Play and I wanted to use a different type of windrower or rake, whatever you want to call it, because of this. If I go into the menu and we go along to windrowers, on the end there, Swadro TC930, it's 33,000, which isn't cheap for a 9.3. Only requires 70 horsepower, which is pretty good. But if I scroll across here to the Coon from the Coon Pack one, I think was that from the Coon Pack or was that in game already? Can't remember. But anyway, the GA9531 is 9.3 meters as well, so exactly the same width. That's more of a rake. I mean, that has got rake sort of finger splines on it. That's only 28,000, so it's 5,000 cheaper for the same size. I mean, 5,000 is nothing really, I suppose. I say nothing, it's not nothing. If someone said here's £5,000, I wouldn't say, oh no thank you, it's nothing. It's a chunk of money, but I suppose the only difference is going to be if you've been using the Krone for a long time and you fancy something a bit different in game, that might be a nice option to go for. It's a nice mod, great detail, great sounds, like it, very very nice indeed. It's a little bit pricier than the other 9.3 meter one in game, but nice details when you unhook it. You've got the wedges under the wheels as well, but yeah, all in all, nice mod. I like that one. And then moving on to my second to last mod, we've got this little beauty here. Well, I say this little beauty, there are two of them. This is the handmade bale trailer from AS Agri. It's a round bale trailer, obviously. Well, I say obviously, you know, you've got the poles that come out either side, and the round bales obviously sit in there like that. Nice detail. I like the fact you've got these supports here kind of welded together to hold it all in place. I suppose once you start getting weight on those, you don't want those splaying or bending or anything like that. There's not a lot to it. I mean, it's not a, you know, I mean, it's some ironwork and, you know, steel and whatever it is they've used, but what I do like about this is this little feature you might have seen as I walked past, the strapping. Now, the one I used before on this was done by Peter J, same kind of bale trailer. This one obviously is by a different modder, and on that one the actual straps went over the whole lot. This one, from what I can see, going across from one to the other, the actual straps go on each individual section. That's a nice feature. I like that. So when you get each one on, strap it on, strap it, then you're not going to get your bales going off all over the place. That's nice. I like that. That's quite a cool feature. We'll go into the store and have a look again. This will be under where are we? Baling technology. Scroll across. The Lizard homemade bale trailer. Only 3,000 to buy, which is actually very very cheap for a bale trailer. It's not an auto stack one or anything like that. You have to put them on yourself. I know apart from the in-game auto stack ones, something that is lacking somewhat on console is the auto stack bale trailers. We don't seem to get them, but if you're going for realism and that kind of thing, this is a nice one. You can change the main colour: blue, a kind of silvery grey, green, red and yellow. So you've got a few options there on if you want it to match your tractors or your farm or just your own favourite colour. It's entirely up to you. What I will do very very quickly, I have a bale here ready in a very Blue Peter moment. I do keep saying that, and obviously if you're American or you might not know what Blue Peter is, look it up. It was an interesting television programme. So sometimes with bale trailers, especially the round ones, when you put the bale on, it's hard to get the spikes out. They pull the bale back off again. This one, I have to say, is pretty good. No real issues. If you are going to be using this kind of bale trailer, it's always better to have narrow bale spikes, or like this one, the single bale spike, because you don't want them getting caught up around the bars. But if I come to here now, on this one, there we go, come on, and strap it, that straps the individual bale. I like that. That's a nice detail, that. So it doesn't mean you've got to have a whole strap going over and you've only got a couple of bales. Now, I am curious. I did a test on Peter J's one as well. This says it carries 6 bales. When I did the other one, and I used it on Golden Days of Farming, I tested that theory to the maximum. And rather than just putting 6 bales, 3 either side, I then put one up here, I put one over here, and then tried to go another layer up onto. I think I managed to get 12 on in the end, or was it 8? I got quite a few on anyway. So I think you can probably go higher, but I don't know with this one how the straps would work if you tried to go higher than 6. But again, nice addition to the game. If you want to go for that kind of more realistic, loading the bales all yourself and, you know, having a go, this is a nice mod, nice trailer, like it. So, last mod. This is an interesting one. So let's go over here. Okay. Traffic cones. It's an interesting addition to Farming Simulator, I have to say. Of all the farming type implements and equipment and things, traffic cones is not something I would have necessarily thought of putting in game, but it's an interesting addition. However, actually before I go on, this is from DarthCain Industries. We'll have a look in the store. Once you've installed it, it should be in placeables, and you've got traffic cone, traffic channelizer, and a traffic barrel are the three different sizes. Your standard traffic cone, the conical cone, the channelizer is a thinner, narrower kind of one, and then the traffic barrels are much wider, broader across. They're £50, dollars or euros each to place, so not cheap at all considering they're cones. Yeah, the only downside I have found, and it could just be me and it could just be this map, I'm not sure for certain, but my kind of thinking is, and when you look on the Modhub, it shows a picture of a road coned off and part of the road coned off while you're working on the side of the road or whatever you might be doing. Let's be honest, it's a traffic cone. Where do you often find traffic cones? On the road. So here's my issue, and again, this could just be this map. I don't know. If you have success with it on other maps, let me know. I have been around a few places here to try this out. If I try to actually put one in place, so if I go to the placeables and go to traffic barrel, cannot be placed here, or can't be placed here. It won't let me place it in the road, which it's a road cone, a traffic cone. It could be a console issue, I don't know. On PC, whether it will let you put it in the roads, I don't know. Like I say, it could be the map, but it will not let me place it on the roads anywhere. So it's a bit peculiar. I come off the road, no problem at all, can place it there. So as long as your traffic cone is in the hedges or the verges, you're going to be fine. So the only thing I can really see they're going to be useful for is actually blocking off exits off the road. Yeah. And that's not just that one. If I go to the channelizer, can't be placed here. Doesn't matter where I go on the roads, cannot be placed here, but it will let me place it on the grass. So much as it's an interesting mod, I have to say, a fascinating thing to have in game, and you think, oh, that'd be quite cool actually, add a bit of realism if you're doing a bit of a kind of narrative in your let's play or whatever you're doing, and you want to cone off part while you're trimming hedges or cutting trees or whatever you're doing, but I can't get it to work on the roads. There you go. Let me know in the comments if it's working fine for you. And I'm still getting comments from people saying, "Are you on PC? You can do it on PC. You can't on consoles." Again, I only play on PS4. I make the odd sweeping statement here and there saying this is available on, this should work on, and I tend to use the word should. It should work on Xbox as well. They should always be released all at the same time. I've had people saying some of the mods you've reviewed have come out on PS4 but aren't on Xbox. I can't say for definite, I really can't, and I apologise for that. And the same with PC. Some of these mods work a lot better on PC, or work on PC and don't always work brilliantly on console. It just depends what platform you're on. Have a go, see if it works on yours. Just let me know. Does it work? Have you managed to get the cones to go onto the roads on your map? I suppose the next thing for me to do is to test it, go into another map and try them again on another map and see how we get on. But there we go. That's the quick kind of multiple mod guide to today. We've done the update for the Krone Big Pack. We've done the Harry West grain trailer. We've done the Krone Swadro windrower. We've done the homemade bale trailer and the cones. I hope you found this useful and informative, helpful in some way, hopefully. Like I've said before, even if it's just for you to say, you know what, I'm not using that, or if you're saying, you know what, like that, going to use it, brilliant. If you have found it useful, informative, helpful, in any way, shape or form, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.